Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dokkan Battle video, and today we've got some new reveals for the worldwide download celebration. I usually don't do a ton of like news videos, but once in a while, like if stuff drops when I'm actually available, I'll actually cover it. I usually don't because it's covering at like god-awful times at night for me when I'm sleeping and all that, but we did get a data download on JP, so I do want to talk about some of the new things we've got. I think there are some really cool things in here. Some things being confirmed that I think we knew was coming, but then maybe some things we didn't know was coming. So the first thing we've got here is we've got these 4 tickets. The big thing that this tells us is we are getting new Supreme Magnificent Battle stages. This is something I predicted we would get. I would not be surprised if we also got new red zones as well at some point, but for sure we're getting Supreme Magnificent Battle. And that is these 2 blue tickets here. So this guaranteed SSR one is like the special SSR tickets you'll get for the Supreme Magnificent Battle banner. And then these are the normal tickets you'll get to summon for like 7 units. You'll probably get all SRs, but you can get SSRs on those as well. But the other thing that this confirms, it looks like we do have the worldwide rainbow tickets. So I talked about this during the video I did on the, what do you call them? The special stones, the Memorial Dragon Stones. That's the word I'm looking for, Memorial Dragon Stones. And in that video, we talked about, you know, what should you buy them on? Well, these are the regular tickets here. These are the ones we're currently getting. But then there's also the rainbow tickets as well. Now, if they do it like last year, these rainbow tickets will be available with Memorial Dragonstones, but last year they did limit it to 21. So I would expect it to be 20, you know, bare minimum 21, but they could do it more, but I don't think they're going to make it unlimited. They don't want people summoning on the new banners completely for free, because there are mega whales out there that will have so many Memorial Dragonstones. They could get so many of these, they could probably rainbow the new Broly with just these tickets, you know, if they get lucky enough, right? So I do think the rainbow tickets are worth players going in on, but I do think that most players, especially if you don't have like a really beefy account, if you're a newish player, get the regular tickets, do as many 50 pulls as possible, and then maybe go for the rainbow tickets after that. And then I did post it in the comments of that video, but I did want to make a correction, because I think in that video I said you get a Memorial Dragonstone for every 5 stones spent. It's actually for every 50 stones spent. So I probably had some people thinking they're going to get 10 times more tickets than they were going to, or Memorial Stones. But yeah, it's every 50 stones that you have spent throughout the year, you'll get one. So I think free-to-play players, if you play the whole year, I mean, they might only get like 100 of them, maybe even less than that. It just depends on how much you spend, right? But you'll get some. I think most players, and by the way, we've been collecting tickets for free. So I think that there will be, like, free-to-play players should be able to do at least 1, if not 2 50 pulls on those banners for free, which is good, right? The other big thing we got here is we did get a new free-to-play Paragus, and we do have his kit here. So we'll take a look at it. I do think that this is a unit that is going to EZA during the celebration. I don't think this will be the final way that he looks, but I think he does have a skeleton of a good kit. Now, this is a very roughly translated one from the Dokkan Wiki. This isn't like the final wording that it's going to be, but I think we can figure out what this character is going to do, right? So basically, when this character enters, as long as you have a Broly on the team, he's going to get an entrance animation. And with that entrance animation, he's going to get attack and defense 100. He's going to get a guaranteed additional, has a high chance to be a super for 5 turns. So that's what he's going to get for 5 turns if you have a Broly. He increases his ki by 3, and he gets another attack and defense 180. That's just a starter turn buff. And then when he does a super attack, he gets attack and defense 100. And then he increases attack, defense, and crit chance of all pure Saiyans by 25%. So that's actually pretty good. So he's a very unique support, because I think 25%, pretty sure that's the biggest crit buff we've ever had from a support unit, right? Now, 25% attack and defense isn't the craziest, but that's still good enough. And he doesn't have ki. But keep in mind, this guy's likely to EZA, and all those numbers are probably going to go up, right? I could see them doing like all 3 of them up to 30%, or they might, I mean, the crit chance, like, I don't know if they're going to go much higher on that, because that's really busted to get, like, you're just giving the whole rotation 25% chance to crit. Like, that's a good base crit chance just for a unit to have. So what that almost means is, like, if you're running this Broly as a support, all of your pure Saiyans, you can almost run no crit builds and just let him supply the crit, right? So I don't know that they're going to go higher there, but like on EZA, I could see the attack and defense going to maybe 40%, 50%, but they probably won't up the crit, because that's pretty good. 25% is crazy. And then from the 6th turn onwards, during your attacking turn, Characters with Broly in their name get another 2 key and attack and defense 25%. So for Broly specifically, he's already a 50% support and 2 key. So they're really gearing this guy just to support Broly, right? Like that's really what he's there for. And then you have a high chance to evade enemy attacks, which I believe is a 50% chance. And then if you are in slot 3, you get another 20% dodge. Now, the thing that I am not sure about is if all of this last chunk only applies from the 6th turn, because the way it's set up here tells me that all this is only from after turn 6, which that would not be good if he doesn't get an evasion until turn 6. And I get why they're doing this turn 6, because that's when his intro passive runs off. So, I mean, he's getting attack and defense 100% and the guaranteed additional, but this is not good enough for him to survive, like, any hard content. Like, he can't take a hit from anything with what I'm seeing in here for his stats. He's not surviving a 3 million super. Like, he needs dodge, right? So, to me, if he doesn't have this, you know, dodge passive turn 1, he might be unrunnable. I'm not going to lie. I'm hoping that this part actually is from turn 1, and just that the Broly support is from turn 6. I don't know, though. We'll see. And obviously, this could change with the EZA. If he EZAs and they up this to maybe turn 3 or turn 4, then maybe we'll be fine. But I think this guy's great with a 70% chance to dodge in slot 3 support unit. That's, like, perfect. That's, like, exactly what you want. But if it's starting from turn 6, that is not good. That's not good. We can't wait till turn 6 for our support units to dodge. So it's going to be hit or miss. The other thing we'll actually have to see with this guy, I don't think during the worldwide celebration, they don't typically do a free-to-play LR, so this guy will probably just be a TUR. But as soon as like we see the stats from Hidden Potential, we'll know for sure if he would potentially awaken into an LR. He would be a crazy LR if he did. Dude, LR free-to-play Paragus would be sick. I've said this from the beginning, but this was the celebration to finally get a standalone Paragus, and I'm glad we finally got it. I actually thought he could have been summonable, though. I was actually looking for this guy to be Broly's banner unit, but he's actually going to be free-to-play. But if he ends up being like an LR or his EZA is really good, like I think it's going to be fine. And then there is a new category. The category does not have a name, but apparently these are like the units on it. And this would be Broly being the Carnival LR. Probably this would be as leader. Now there is hope, because here's the thing. I see this category. We don't know what it's called. I don't even know if we can figure it out by looking at these units. But the thing I really want is I want the EZA Turles to be on Broly's team. And Turles is nowhere to be found here on this list, right? Now, the saving grace could be, because I believe LR Carnival Jiren did have 2 leader skills. Maybe they make this Carnival also have 2 leader skills. If this Broly can have a second one, that would also have the Turles. Like, I think what this Broly could be is what if this Broly is new character plus movie bosses, right? Then we've got Turles on there. Or if he's maybe, I want to say like new... I mean, Carnival LR 200% Pure Saiyan might be too busted, actually. And I think that LR Turles, I think, technically isn't Pure Saiyan because it's Turles and the Crusher Core. I'll have to double check that, but I'm pretty sure he's actually not a Pure Saiyan. So we just need something with that Turles on. I want to run that Turles. He's crazy. I need him on Broly's team. So hopefully this doesn't mean that this is strictly what the Carnival Broly's going to have, and hopefully he gets another category with that, right? And then we have a new wallpaper here. Very good, very clean looking wallpaper, very nice. And then we have the new title screen, and we're also going to have a new intro movie, so we'll throw this up here. Okay. All right, hopefully that didn't blast your ears out. We'll see. I'll listen back to it. But I do want you to see it. But then what we're going to have is we're going to have the new intro movie, which does show some of the super attack animations from the characters are parts of it, right? So let's go ahead and check that out. All right, so that is absolutely crazy. So we can kind of go through this, and we can kind of pick out some things that we notice. So like this here, this Goku punch, this is definitely, we know that the super class unit is like another Super Saiyan trio unit, but we know that I'm guessing they exchange into this Goku. So we know Super Saiyan Goku is like the main part of the card. And so this obviously is going to be part of his attack animation, just the big fist, right? We don't know what part of it, if it's the active skill, if it's going to be like his normal 18 key super, but that's definitely for the Goku. Broly, these are definitely animations from the new Broly, looking clean. Dude, crushing the Saiyan pod is insane. I'm guessing the Saiyan pod thing, like this here. Well, here, like this pod part here, I'm guessing that's got to be maybe like when you transform with him or something. I mean, maybe that's just a part of his attack animation and then he just attacks afterwards. But obviously, like, you're not going to be attacking a Saiyan pod, right? So yeah, we've got this right here. Broly doing this with like all of the green bullets. Like this will probably be an AoE attack. Maybe they'll make him like Piccolo Jr. where like it's an active skill AoE and he could be really viable for World Tournament. I could definitely see that. Or it could just be like his 12 key or 18 key, right? But yeah, we got that going on there for Broly. Yeah, let's maybe go back to beginning so I'm not going backwards. So they definitely like hit on this stuff here with Broly and Goku on Planet Vegeta, right? Like how they were originally shipped off. Yeah, and just the rivalry between the two. Dude, this right here is sick. This is probably, yeah, without a doubt, this is like his transformation animation right here. And then go, oh my god, it's ridiculous. This here, I've seen people debating, this is extremely close to Tech Broly. Like, this here I think is almost identical. And then the Tech LR Broly has literally this, but like, there's no movement in the character. Here, they basically took it and just made the aura move, and they made like the hair and clothes move. But otherwise, that's identical to Tech Super Saiyan 3 Broly. So to be honest, they probably just reused that. And that probably will be it. They may too, I could see them possibly putting this on the Tech Super Saiyan 3 Broly, or the, not Super Saiyan 3, but just the Tech LR Broly. Maybe give them both the same animation there because it is so similar. I don't know, we'll see. Here we have a Kamehameha for Goku, so that tells us that, and we got the Trunks, yeah, the Trunks and Gohan there. So you can tell we've definitely probably going to be on the Kamehameha category. Now Piccolo makes an appearance here. Piccolo is not on the card, so Piccolo and Vegeta, they're not on the card. But I could see them either, one, they could be like the banner unit, like maybe a Vegeta Piccolo duo card, or they could be separate cards, right? Or what I think it could be is the trio may have a unit super attack with either one of them. So then, like, if Vegeta's on rotation, right, then it does this attack. And if Piccolo's on rotation, then it does this, right, as part of the attack. So I could see it either way. They're either separate characters. Because, yeah, these could be, I mean, this would kind of be a shaft to Broly, but it could be like Piccolo and Vegeta as separate banner units on each banner. Well, they don't normally put banner units on the Carnival banners, do they? Oh, that makes sense then why the Paragus is a free-to-play, because Broly wouldn't have a banner unit, because he's the Carnival. But yeah, I think the banner unit could be like Piccolo and Vegeta or separate cards, something with them, and then Broly there. Yeah, that's just crazy. So I think that's pretty much it for what we have right now. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just check my Twitter here live with you guys, see if anything new just kind of like pops up at the top. I'm going to refresh just because this is like hitting right now. And yeah, see, Truth agrees with me. I just said this. I'm thinking Broly is going to have two categories because that first one seemed too limited. So I agree with Truth there. So yeah, we thinking the same thing. Yeah, dude, Minato, seriously, turn 6, are you kidding me? That's got to be a mistranslation. If he doesn't have that turn 1, I don't think he's viable, right? And then we've got the movie there. Bio Broly got the new category, so we definitely, well, so here's the thing. I don't know that Bio Broly's going to be one of the new, like, Part 2 LRs. I actually don't think he will be. I think it's more likely that just the free-to-play one is going to, like, awaken an Easy A. And maybe they do like a Bio Broly banner unit, but I think they'll just do the movie 10 Broly as the part 2 unit is what I think they'll do. Or maybe a new LR Broly and Paragus or something, or, you know, I don't know. We'll see. What is this here? Okay, so this Krillin support memory is also going to awaken. See, we're getting everything just live here as it pops up. Toon Rami thinks Bio Broly for sure part 2. I'm not sold that Bio Broly is going to be like the new LR. Once again, I think banner unit or another free-to-play unit. Yeah, definitely. Best celebration. I mean, I would be fine with a Bio Broly. It's a new name character, right? But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So anyways, guys, let me know what y'all think. Thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all on the next one.